and maybe some NOPD here and there. Now we've talked about interesting characters. Here's one from out of town himself. What's your name? You're from Holland.
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys have an interesting anti-flood system there that absolutely does the trick, which New Orleans and the federal government here has not really been able to master. They're trying, and by 2011 they want to have that flood protection, 100-year storm type flood protection. I know you're not an engineer, and I know you're not an expert, but tell me a little bit about what we have, and Michael Hill's familiar with this. Tell me what we have, or what you have in Holland.
Well, in 1953, we had a flood as big as Katrina, and we had about 1,800 people die. And basically in Holland they said, well, this never again. And we started building these dikes and water systems that have kept out all the floods ever since. And they're huge, and they're like blocking off whole deltas basically, because Holland is pretty similar to what you have here in New Orleans. And so it has been working at least for about 50 years, and I understand that a lot of Dutch people are now trying to help rebuild the levees here and try to maybe implement a system that's as good as ours.
Yeah, I know they've consulted with the Dutch, but tell me what the perception is, if you could, in Europe about situations like Hurricane Katrina. You saw what happened, you know about the power of the United States,
yeah,
or the perceived power, and you see what happens there. Can you share a little bit about what the feeling is over there?
Yeah, it didn't just shock America, it shocked the world, and it shocked all of us in Holland to see how America reacted, basically, and what was happening to the most powerful country in the world, where they couldn't even help their own citizens. That was a big blow to, I guess, the image of America. Well, because you were seeing all these people, and it almost looked like, you know, a camp in Darfur, but it was the Superdome here, and they couldn't get out. And well, a lot of people were shocked by it and kind of appalled to see that, you know, they couldn't help their own citizens. Of course, afterwards, after a few days, everything started working, but it just took so long.